just witnessed history. For the first time ever, we have a four-time champ in 4 different weight classes. Kyle Dake.
What's up, guys? My name's Kyle Dake, 4-time NCAA champion from Cornell University. First one to do it in 4 different weight classes and without a red shirt. So there's only been four people to do that to win 4 NCAA titles. So I joined some pretty elite company back in 2013. You know, growing up, I had a pretty solid background. I played all sorts of sports, from gymnastics to wrestling to baseball, basketball, soccer, everything. And once I got to college, you know, obviously wrestling became my sole focus, and doing everything that I thought was correct. You know, whether it be the way I was training, the way I was eating, the way I was lifting, the way I was living, there was a lack of knowledge on my part, and I was just taking what my coaches said as gold. And as soon as I graduated, I had dreams of making the 2016 Olympic team and winning world championships every single year leading up to that. So I started training again, and all of a sudden, you know, one day at practice, my foot literally just exploded. I tore a Liz Frank ligament, and it's called Liz Frank fracture. And the recovery time was like 10 months for me to come back. You know, I figured if normal people heal in 9 months, I'll heal in 6 months, because I always thought I was Superman. And that wasn't the case, and it ended up taking just as long. And then I was wrestling again, went back to lifting, doing all the same stuff I had been doing, a lot of gymnastics training, and of course wrestling. And there's some certain situations where your body just gets torqued on, and you know, you have to be prepared physically for that. And I thought I was, and I wasn't. And what happened was I fractured my scapula, and tore my labrum, tore my rotator cuff, and tore my bicep tendon, all in a matter of, you know, 2 seconds. So as I was coming back, you know, we decided not to get surgery right away because the labrum wasn't that bad. They just had me do traditional physical therapy. And I stuck with it, and, you know, came back and tried to wrestle again. But really, I was wrestling with one arm, trying to win a world title, and came up short again. You know, I wrestled really, really well, but didn't accomplish my goals, and didn't live up to my own personal expectations. After that, like I was struggling. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn, because I thought that everything I was told, I was doing everything I was told, and I wasn't getting the results I wanted. That was right around 2015, the start of 2015, when I decided that, you know, I didn't want to do traditional lifting anymore, because I had stopped. I had 10-month surgery on my foot. I had a 8-month surgery, well, longer than that, 1.5 years, because I didn't get surgery right away. With my shoulder, I was just wrestling with one arm, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I wasted so much time, but I still didn't lose that much strength. You know, I was still strong, and all I was doing was wrestling. I'm like, well, if I could keep my strength with wrestling and make my body feel better with this functional patterns thing, why don't I just do that? That makes so much more sense for me. So I was doing this on my own. I'm like, you know what, I need to call Natty. I need to figure out if he can come out here, if I can go out there and train with him or something, just to get a better idea. Because I kind of noticed there was a trend. All of his older videos they were starting to change. And I saw the change. I was like, there's something else going on, and he's evolving. I need to evolve too, and I need to be on the cutting edge. So I need to go out there. We were able to make it work a couple months later, and ever since then, my body's just been. You know, I feel like I'm kind of floating around, not just stomping around. And I just notice things more about myself, especially when I wrestle. I'm not just doing things because somebody else told me to do them. I'm being creative in my movement and figuring out certain steps. And I always had a little bit of that, but now it's just amplified because I can actually understand what my body's supposed to be doing. I know that certain muscles connect from all the way down from your feet up to your hands, and if you can connect all of them, the amount of strength that you have just like quadruples. I don't even know. It's just like crazy how much stronger I feel. And I'm just really excited about the results I got. And now I'm back out here again. And again, I'm out here and I'm just like, have no idea what's going on. You know, he's showing me all these things that I thought I had a really good knowledge of it, but I was only scratching the surface. It's awesome that he puts out all this free content, but it's literally like 1 page in a 1,000-page book that we have to go over. And you know, so that's just something that everyone needs to know, is that, yeah, you can find all the free content that you want, but you actually have to experience and do all of these things. It's one thing to theorize, it's another thing to actually do. And I stopped theorizing and came over here and started doing, and it's been a huge blessing for me, and you know, I can't thank him enough. And if you're an athlete, if you're a 90-year-old lady, if you're a kid who doesn't really know what he wants to do, if you're just lost, you know, Functional Patterns is a good spot for you to check out, and you should definitely 100% go down this rabbit hole, because it's going to be an answer to a lot of your problems, if not all your problems. So that's all I got to say. Just thank you to everyone at FP, and let's keep going, let's keep evolving, let's keep getting better.